Welcome back to Truth in the Shed, Truth that Men Don't Tell. I remember the story of a guy sitting in a meeting with a very, very senior manager and a colleague of his, and they were talking about one person was going to go off and do this event and one person was going to go off and do this event. Now, this was a very, very difficult time for that guy, and the manager pushed on with the conversation and the colleague sat there in silence. But what was going on over here, on this side of the table for the individual, was he wasn't at home. Wasn't even close to being at home. His eyes were flashing. He was getting really panicky about what he was hearing. He was scared and afraid that this senior manager was going to catch him out, was going to turn around and say, "You're not okay, you're not capable. I can't send you to do this event." And so he just shut down. But the manager pushed on through the agenda points, through the meetings, through the actions. Have you done this? Why haven't you done that? You need to do this. I think the colleague sitting on the other side of the table noticed. The big surprise of that story, of course, with all of these is that man was me. And my colleague, a very compassionate, lovely girl who I worked with at the time, Irish woman who I worked with at the time, she was just sitting looking at me, and one of the few people that I could tell looking back at me was sitting there going, "Geez, you're not okay, this meeting is not landing." But again, the senior manager ignored it for whatever reason or didn't clock it. People aren't responding to you, if people aren't reacting to you, if they're just not home, don't push on. Put a pin in it and ask them if they're okay and what's going on. A number of meetings where people are suffering and people just push on. They can't help themselves, and you're not going to help them by ignoring what's going on with them. It's starting to rain pretty heavily in the man shed now, so maybe that's a sign. If this resonates, if these stories sound familiar, if you think they could be a cautionary tale for someone you know and care about, as always, please comment, like and share on these videos. Share it on your platform if you have one. Share your stories on mine. There's no limit to the amount of awareness raising and reaching out that we can do. Thanks for listening.